Morena KAHA, and welcome to your final assembly of Term 2. I hope you all have been keeping well these past few weeks and have been working hard so you can enjoy the upcoming break. I'd like to start off this assembly by introducing Mrs. Nixon to kōrero to you all.
Morena te kaha, and very welcome to you all, and thank you to Maya for that introduction. So last week we started celebrating Matariki, and as we come to the last few days of Term 2, I want you to enjoy this special time. As a young adult, you're learning who you are and engaging with everyone and everything around you to keep learning and growing and extending the best version of yourself. Matariki honga, Matariki ahonga nui, translates to Matariki has many admirers and Matariki brings us together. So last week we proudly flew Tino Rangatiratanga, the national Māori flag, and our staff, Mr. Kidd and Mr. Hackshaw, and students working in Te Wāhi, our innovation space, created spheres that symbolise the Matariki stars. Students designed flags that sat around in the garden around the spheres that symbolised their ideas about Matariki. And more students crafted birds and worked with Mrs. Suhoi to 3D print and engrave these as works of art. So all of this enhanced the mystery and magic that is Matariki. And last week at dawn, TGS Tū Tangata and our kura whānau held a Matariki ceremony with korowai and karakia and waiata and lots of singing, and it was really awesome. Our ancestors of this land were keen observers of the night sky and have built many wise stories around this season. So during Matariki, we should all personally reflect on people that we care about and make wishes and plans for ourselves as we begin this new year. And I hope that everything you wish for comes true. Next week, we hold our much anticipated annual haka competition. This has developed into a very important item on our school calendar, and this year even more is at stake. Our board chair, Andrew Baker, is gifting a huge cup for the winners of this year's house competition for haka. This makes the event very prestigious and should inspire each of you to participate with your house with real pride. You still have a few more days to raise the bar for your house, as the competition is going to be very strong this year, and I know how hard you're all working. You know the purpose of haka, and so use this opportunity to draw and showcase your house pride and your strength. And I want to finish by congratulating everybody in the big sing competition. We had 4 choirs and they all performed really well. And Leonessa has made it through to the Nationals with the chorale as the reserve for the Nationals. And I know a lot of you are playing sport at the moment and about halfway through your competition, so good luck with the rest of that. And enjoy the weekend when you get to it. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Mrs. Nixon. I'd now like to introduce Harmony and Alea to talk to you about Matariki.
Kia ora, my name's Harmony and this is Alea, and today we're going to be talking to you guys about Matariki, which happened last Friday the 24th. Matariki represents the start of the Māori New Year. It symbolises a time for growth and renewal. This year, Matariki is extra special because it's the first year it's being recognised as a public holiday.
Matariki is a cluster of 9 stars or Pleiades. In English, Matariki translates to little eyes or God's eyes. Matariki has many stories from many different tribes, but the main 2 is a story of Tawhiri Matia, god of the wind and weather, who got so angry he threw his eyes into the sky. They turn into the 7 or 9 sisters, depending on where you are, with Matariki being the mother. Matariki, the eldest of the siblings, and is seen as a role model to the younger Whetū stars. Matariki represents reflection, hope, our connection to the environment. It represents the health and well-being of us all.
Tupuanuku is also known as Whetū Hiri Kaimai, which means food-bringing stars. Tupuanuku is supposed to be the source of food vitality. This star also takes care of anything that we grow from the land, and it helps us to produce healthy kai. Tupuarangi is connected to the god of the forest, Tane Mahuta. Tupuarangi and Tane Mahuta are the protectors of the trees, berries, birds, and all things related to the forest and hauora of the forest. It recognises the renewal and growth of plantings and nature.
Waiti and Waita are the twins of the group. They worked to form one. The guardian Papatuanuku, Earth Mother, had a feeling they could care for the smallest and fastest creatures because they knew how to work as a team. As Waiti pays more attention to the fresh water from our maunga and awa, Waita looks after things related to salt water. These stars encourage us to support each other and work together.
Waipunarangi connects to anything to do with the weather. It washes away worries, refreshes us for the new year, and heals our spirit, mind, and body. Ururangi represents the wind in the sky and the four wind directions. Ururangi helped our ancestors voyage across the water to Aotearoa.
Pahutakawa is one of the two most tapu stars. She secures memories of our whānau, tupuna, ancestors, and loved ones who have died. This is the star that guides our ancestors across the sky and into the afterlife.
Like Pahutakawa, Hiwa-i-te-rangi is the second sacred star in the cluster. Hiwa-i-te-rangi represents the opposite of her sister, life instead of death. One a setting of the sun, the other a rising of a new. She shines bright in Matariki as we send our wishes to the sky for her to take with her to the new year.
Matariki was a time to celebrate and remember our ancestors and past loved ones. There is still time to set goals and wishes for Matariki, for good luck. Ngā mihi and he mihi o te tauhou. Thank you.
Thank you, girls. Mira will now talk about Culture Night.
Good morning, KAHA House. I'm Mira from the TGS Culture Committee, and I'm here to talk to you about the upcoming TGS Culture Night. For those of you who don't already know, Culture Night is basically the biggest event at TGS, where the whole school comes together to celebrate different cultures and communities from around the world. So what do we actually do at Culture Night? Essentially, Culture Night's like a concert, where we all get together and enjoy watching diverse performances, eat lots of food from around the world, and just have a memorable night out with your friends. We've already had many wonderful auditions lined up for these performances, so look forward to seeing them on the night. For those of you, though, who unfortunately missed out on the auditions, there will be a second round being held on the 26th and 27th of July, in the first week of Term 3, just for you. More information regarding this will be provided soon on the daily notices. I think they're already up, so make sure to check them out. The actual night itself will be held on the 12th of August, a Friday night, from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. in the third week of Term 3. Make sure to mark this on your calendars. More information and ticket sales will be provided closer to the date. Thanks for listening, and we hope to see you all there.
Thank you, Mira. I'd now like to introduce the Sex and Sexuality team.
Hey everyone, I'm Tate and this is Isla. We are two of the 11 members of the SST, TACA's Sex and Sexuality team. Our job as the peer team is to provide you with advice, support, and resources about anything to do with consent, sex, sexuality, and gender.
We'd like to thank you all for your help a couple of weeks ago during Pride Week. We managed to raise more than $400 for Outline, a New Zealand charity that helps queer youth.
We know that high school is a tricky time for figuring out lots of parts of your identity, but we want you to know that everything you're going through is completely natural and we are here to help you. As students, we know what you're experiencing because many of us have been through the exact same thing.
Our Instagram is at TGS_SST, and on there you'll be able to find personal introductions, answers to frequently asked questions, and a link to our Telegram where you can anonymously ask questions. You can also find us around school anytime, and everything you say to us is completely confidential. For example, hey Tate, where can I get condoms, pregnancy tests, or emergency contraceptive pills if I ever need them?
I'm glad you asked. You can get them from the school nurse in the health center anytime for free.
Wow, I didn't know that. I have another question. One of my friends says they're pansexual, but I don't know what that means. Can SST help?
Absolutely. If they're pansexual, that means that your friend is attracted to people, regardless of their gender.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Once again, our Instagram is at TGS_SST, so if you have any more questions like this, please reach out. No question is a stupid question.
That's it from us, but we'll see you around school. Always remember, you're loved, your feelings are valid, and everything will work itself out in the end. Thank you.
Thanks for that. I'd now like to introduce your KAHA house leaders, Ruby and Maya, to talk to you about Haka Challenge and Orange Week.
Kia ora KAHA House. My name is Ruby and this is Maya. We are here to talk to you today about two very important house events coming up. As most of you will know, the KAHA House competition is next week on the 6th of July, the final Wednesday of term. Here are just a few reminders for the day. Everyone will meet at the front field halfway through period 2. Your teachers will let you leave class early and drop off your bags in your form class before heading to the field. It is a school event and therefore normal school uniform is required. There will be no face paint or any red accessories this year. Our final haka practice will be on Monday and it will be a full run through on the front field like we did on Wednesday. Over the past few weeks, our haka practices have been going really well. And on behalf of your house leaders, we are really proud of all of you for putting in the hard work and demonstrating kaha in our school haka. Now it is time to put this hard work to good use, have an awesome day on Wednesday, and take home the win. I will now hand it over to Maya to talk to you all about Orange Week.
Coming up in week 2 of next term is Orange Week. This is a food drive that Auckland City Mission runs to collect cans to distribute to those in need. The school collects and sends food parcels to struggling families all over Auckland, and we want to bring in as many as possible to help those in need. Baked beans, tinned fruit, spaghetti, anything you can bring in will be greatly appreciated. This event is also another great opportunity to collect some more house points. The more cans you bring, the more house points that KAHA gets. There are tons of points up for this competition, and this could push us up into first place. There will be also individual prizes for form classes who collect the most cans. We'll have a few more reminders about this event closer to the time. Thank you.
Morena whānau, welcome to the end of term. You have all been so busy and you've all handled yourselves so well. Remember, if you have any assessment work outstanding, please make every effort to get it done before the holidays. We've heard a lot this morning about the haka competition, and I'd like to add myself that our haka is sounding absolutely brilliant. So next Wednesday, I urge you to turn it up a notch and give it the chocolate. This is our competition for the winning. Finally, when we get there, have a well-deserved break, enjoy your holidays and spend some time with your family. School, please stand.